Hi guys, we're just getting ready to head out. At the moment the River Shannon is in flood because we've had a huge amount of rain over the past few weeks. And what that means is that the water levels are higher. It means the current is much stronger. It's more difficult to get onto low bridges, and it's also more difficult to steer the boat when you're heading downriver.
But it also lets you go places that you wouldn't normally go, like the Camlin River.
This is true. Because the river's in flood, it means we have more water beneath the keel. So we're going to take advantage of that today, and we're going to head up into a very narrow, very shallow, very windy river called the Camlin River.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful river.
Sure is.
Come with us.
So guys, there's quite a run in the River Shannon here. We're just at Barry at the moment, and the boat is nosed into the current, so that's why I'm untying it from the back first, and I'm going to leave the front rope as the last rope I untie, just in case the front of the boat swings around. So from here then, we're going to head down through the loch, and once we're through the loch, we can take the turn into the Royal Canal on the left hand side. So it'll be partly Royal Canal and partly Camlin River that we'll do today. Now here you can see there's like a wide junction. Well, off to the right hand side there is actually the Camlin River, and we're going to go straight on here to the Royal Canal, and just up in front of us there is a loch. And just as that loch came into view, we realised there was a boat exiting out of it, and there wasn't enough room for the two of us to pass, especially with a crosswind. So, much to the amusement of this dog here, we had to try and reverse all the way back up again. Now boats will most of the time go the direction you point them in, to some degree or another. Unless that is if you are reversing a boat. When you're reversing a boat, it'll take on a life of its own, and it'll go only where it wants to go. You have almost no influence over it. It's not that there's a huge amount of skill involved in reversing a boat, it's that there's a huge amount of luck involved in reversing a boat. In my experience, it's always been better to be lucky at something than to be actually good at it. There we are, back out onto the River Shannon now, and you can see the boat is just about to come out, and once he goes out we'll head on back in again. So here we are, and this time we actually get to go past that wide junction. So this is officially Royal Canal territory that we're in now. We're just approaching the loch, and if you'll notice on the left hand side there is actually a jetty there, but it is completely submerged underwater. Waterways Ireland put a sign on it to warn us of it. So here we are, entering our first loch on the Royal Canal. So now we've reached a T-junction at the top of this short stretch of the Royal Canal, and we are back onto the Camlin River. The current is flowing from the left of the picture to the right. We're going to turn right here and we're going to head down towards Richmond Harbour. Now there is another lock down here as well, but we won't be going through that. That lock would bring you up into the Royal Canal again. We're still on the Camlin River just at this particular point now. That's the lock coming into view on the left hand side of your picture now. But you can see where the white boats are straight up ahead. There's a weir there and there's a mooring, and we're going to try to get onto that mooring if we can. Now, Liam, who is the lockkeeper at Tarmanbarry Lock, recommended this pub to us. He said, you won't come out of it hungry. So we went in here and we had our lunch, and I'm not joking you, it was a grand feed. He certainly didn't exaggerate. Back outside again, we decided we'd take a walk around Richmond Harbour. This is the lock that we saw from the other side as we were coming in on the boat, and the old lockkeeper's cottage. Richmond Harbour itself is certainly a busy spot. You would be hard pressed to get a mooring here. It's also the last harbour on the Royal Canal. The Royal Canal travels from here all the way to Dublin City. Well folks, that brings us to the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week we'll continue on up along the Camlin River. To make sure you don't miss it, click the round subscribe button and tick the bell. Thanks for watching.